Hello and welcome to Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DiPaolo.
What'd you do this week?
Well, I went to orientation this week for Brian. It was all right. I got my student ID, and they had a presentation all about counseling services, what you need to do to
Enroll.
look at your classes, how to log on to the system that you use to get all your grades, things like that. And then we got our laptops as well.
Nice.
They broke us up into small groups, and we played this icebreaker game called Walmart. They make two lines, and they have someone stand at the front of the two lines and yell out a letter, and you have to name a product that you can walk into Walmart and buy before the person next to you.
I like that.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. But the orientation was 3.5 hours long.
Nice.
You were sitting in the same chair. They gave us a 15-minute break though, and we went up to the store, and I got some nice hoodies. They had some pretty cool designs. It was pretty good.
Did you make any friends at orientation?
I did talk to a couple people, but I didn't really make any friends or get anyone's number or Snapchat or anything like that. So that kind of stinks. But I will be meeting people in class, because what's cool about Bryant is it's not a 500-person lecture.
Right.
200-person lecture.
Right.
Not 500 people. That's crazy.
Some of those colleges, you see that crazy
they have
amphitheater type setting.
Yeah. I don't know how I would do in that. I think I'd be okay, but it'd definitely be harder. Yeah. But at Bryant, when I heard that they had 30, 35 people max in a class, that was pretty cool to hear. So it'll be one-on-one. You'll be working in small groups a lot, and you can talk to the professor. So I'll definitely be able to do some networking and meet some people. I'm not too excited, to be honest, because I don't know.
I'd be psyched.
I'm a bit nervous, but I'm not super excited or I feel like it's just going to be CCRI, but harder and different type of people maybe, or same people, because it's still in Rhode Island.
Different.
Yeah,
type.
different type.
You're gonna meet different type. That's Brian.
Yeah, I don't know.
It'd be cool if you get a listener who goes to Brian. It's highly improbable out of the 50 we get.
Yeah.
I mean, that'd be awesome. Holy shit, you're Mitch DiPaolo.
No way. No. That is not happening now.
That has happened at Home Depot for when my boss and I go, because we have the company I work for, Pro Shaper, so we have the T-shirts, and my boss always wears it, but my boss is pretty damn recognizable. So when he goes to Home Depot, this one guy was like, "Hey, Pro Shaper!" I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." I thought it was cool.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, he
recommends the videos to people around you, or do you actually know him?
Oh, no.
You have no clue?
No, yeah, it's just from YouTube.
Yeah.
But no, what I want to say was, shit, I remember my first orientation, not at CCRI, because I don't think I went to that one, the one at Jets and Wales, and shit, it was you said it was 3.5 hours long, and I hate how they put you through that, but I didn't mind the icebreaker thing, but I do remember there was this kid, shit, I believe his name was Alex, and we kind of just hit it off. We had the same energy, and he was just a goof. And his mom was there, and his mom was trying to set us up on a play date almost. She's like, "See, you made your first friend. You were all
oh my gosh."
And it was funny because that guy ended up joining the fraternity that I had joined. So we ended up becoming, cool. It was really wild. 2 years later, I said, "Holy shit, Alex." He's like, "Yeah, I never called." I was like, "Damn, Mom." And I don't know, it was one of those things.
Yeah.
But college I did so much better in than high school. It was more things that I wanted to learn about. CCRI, of course you weren't happy because it was all the gen ed stuff. It was the Englishes and the maths, which is fantastic, and usually has some benefits to being a transfer student to another university, because you don't have to do so much bullshit at the end. I transferred to Johnson & Wales, so I didn't have to do community service and all this other stuff. Or I wasn't forced to. I still did it, but I didn't have to. So hopefully you get some benefits like that, but I'm excited for you to check out the podcast studio. And,
yeah, I already did. It looks really cool, but I can't wait to use it, see how it works. But yeah, it should be pretty fun. I'm kind of having I'm second guessing myself. I'm going into digital marketing and minoring in communications, but I'm thinking about minoring in science. Why? Why that reaction?
Because I thought you were going for entrepreneurship.
No. Well, the digital marketing, the digital marketing techniques, skills that I will learn at Bryant can be applied to anything. So that's basically like, I'm not going to go and take an entrepreneurship class. Like, what is that going to entail? I mean, maybe it'd be good for me. Like, maybe they'd make you actually go and do real life projects or try to build a small business online or something like that. But I feel like entrepreneurship is something you should learn on your own.
Yes and no. It's because the major is going to give you classes all focused around the same thing. It's not just, hey, I'm taking marketing and I just know marketing. Because great, if you don't know accounting, well, then you need somebody else to help you with that. And if you don't know another portion of whatever you want to get into, then you're kind of missing out on that too. Whereas marketing, it's focused on one thing. Entrepreneurship's kind of like, okay, you have a business, make a marketing plan, do the accounting, cook all this other stuff.
Okay.
But
that
no,
makes sense.
I'm not saying it's a bad idea. I remember you were all excited a couple months ago. You're like, I'm going to go for entrepreneurship. And I mean, we always had that joke where, why don't you just take the $100,000 and buy a business because you'll learn more about entrepreneurship then.
Exactly.
But, I don't know. Communications, I don't know. I say drop communications because I don't even know what the hell that is anymore. Don't even, but science, you want to do some sort of science? I think you'd like that.
Yeah.
I don't know what kind of science, or maybe.
Yeah, I don't know either. Like, that's what I don't like about school, because, like, I have, like, very specific goals in mind for what I would want to apply the knowledge to. I mean, I guess that's not how life works. You should go and get a job wherever you can. That's enough to support you.
No, that's not what
in the beginning. In the beginning, yeah. If I were to major in science, I would want to use that to, like, work at a fuel cell company or maybe do chemistry or something like that.
Are you good with that stuff? Because I was horrible in high school.
I'm all right.
Really? Because I had to just drop it. I was like, this isn't
in high school or college?
High school.
Okay.
College, I was a little bit better, but I didn't take anything as rigorous as the high school course. I just found chemistry to be way too much.
I was in honors chemistry.
Oh shit, covalent bonds, all that. I don't get it. I have no idea.
Sure, I did that.
Amino acids. I'm like, oh, okay, sure. I felt like such an idiot in that class. I hated it.
But I feel like I would be all right with that stuff because I'm decent with math. So
why not engineering?
No.
No?
That's like so much math. It's ridiculous.
You're not that good at math.
No, I don't enjoy it that much.
Oh, really?
I don't want to calculate 84 trusses on a bridge for my homework. No, thank you.
Well, I didn't know if engineering could also, I would assume that'd be applied to fuel cells and shit too.
Yes, it can, for sure.
That's wild.
Like learning CAD, all design softwares and things like that. But yeah, that's where I stand right now at school.
And you start Tuesday?
Yes.
Oh, text me your first day. Show me the picture. Third year of college.
On the bus. Oh my goodness, I don't want to go.
Yeah, I think you're gonna have fun. I mean, what's your schedule look like? Are you doing more than one class a day?
5 classes
a day.
2 to 3 a day.
Okay. See, that's why I do night classes. I would do 4 a week. It'd be Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because I believe it was 1 class a week, 4 hours. Crap, no, it was so long ago. I can't even remember.
But I had to fill out and take all of these quizzes and like assessments on myself, basically, for Brian. It was the most annoying thing ever, honestly. Like, the world has changed so much. Like, I swear, you used to just sign up, like sign a waiver that you're not going to do anything wrong and that you agree to the terms and conditions. But no, like, they made me do this whole like hour-long course on alcohol, on sexual harassment, and hate uncycled. It was everything tied back to, like, oh my gosh, like, they glazed over everything. Like, you don't want to be rude to anybody. You don't want to question anyone the wrong way. If you do, you should have already knew that, and you should have not said anything. Like, it's like telling you how to interact with people on like such a basic level, and I just felt like it was pushing me into this like extremely tight box of how I should talk to other people. And I don't know, it just felt so weird. It was constantly asking me like, oh, like, do you do alcohol? Do you drink? Are you in recovery? How many times a week? And like the questions just kept repeating themselves. And it's like, they're going to use all of this, like all this data is just being collected on me. It's like,
I just clicked.
How you respond to like certain interactions between two people. It'll say like Alyssa's doing this and John is doing that. Should you go up to John and tell him to get away from Alyssa? Should John stop talking to Alyssa? What would you do in this situation? And it was like an hour's worth of that. And I was like, they're like assessing me on everything right now. And it's like, it just felt so unnatural and weird. It's like, I would never be rude to someone intentionally that I'm just meeting, you know?
This is why we're failing as a country. Because instead of focusing on what you could learn from college, no, you're spending all this money for indoctrination and, oh, this is how you're supposed to act and this is what you're supposed to do. Fantastic. No, I came here to learn math, science, whatever. Teach me my degree. That's all I want.
Exactly.
But no, they gotta like, push some sort of thing.
I will watch a 10-minute video on alcohol use on campus and rules about it or anything like that.
What's the point of me taking a test?
Like, what is it called again?
Harassment?
Sexual harassment course. All that stuff. I'm fine with, like, watching, but when it's, like, a 10-minute video and then it stops every minute and then makes you go through a, like, couple-minute questionnaire. And it was, like...
It's all nonsense.
It was, like, agree, strongly disagree, neutral... all those like questions, like list of them.
I'll tell you, if you were purposely trying to destroy another country, this is what you would do. You'd be like, you'd take education and you'd bring it down to the dumbest freaking level possible. Don't even teach what you're supposed to be teaching. Teach some other crazy, mindless narrative, not math, science, English, history, anything like that.
That's a microaggression.
Exactly.
You can't talk like that.
Well, I'm sorry. When you have an enemy or, the enemy comes to the United States, they're not going to care about your microaggressions, your pronouns. It's over. So either man up and figure shit out but don't start pushing this crazy nonsense.
That's like the number one issue right there. The fact that we're all being put into this box.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, these surveys are collecting data.
Oh yeah.
On all of us.
Right.
This is all being stored.
Yeah.
And being used. So that's the weird part, because it's all on a web app. And now I'm reading these articles about how many of the top mental health apps are sharing personal data and selling it to other companies.
Well,
There were a group of like 23 researchers who came out and said that all the top apps like BetterHelp, many of the ones you've seen online, store all of your data from your sessions and share it.
So you read this from a news article?
I read this from Reddit.
You know where you could have read it? In the terms and conditions.
Yes.
Nobody reads them.
That's for sure.
But that was the whole point.
Yeah.
What do you think? Somebody's going to create an app out of the goodness of their heart and not try and monetize it some way? And the best way to monetize an app is through the data, especially on health. You're going to make millions. Crazy,
it's just insane.
Crazy.
That blew my mind.
Yep.
Like when I read the list of apps that are sharing data, it's all the top ones.
If you heard the numbers they're making from that sharing that data, that would blow your mind even more.
I remember listening to My First Million episode, and it was all about data. And this one guy who basically made a living off of going to certain companies and saying, hey, you guys are not struggling, but you could be doing a lot better. Or maybe they are struggling, and he saves them. He says, you have all of this data that you're collecting on your clients, emails, clicks, their interests, all this. I don't know exactly how it works, but people leave data everywhere they go, like
right.
when you accept cookies.
Right.
So he put all of that to work for these businesses by selling it, making a list and selling it to whoever wants to buy it. And yeah, basically saved like so many companies, online businesses just off of data.
That's awesome. That's actually an awesome story. So, crazy because he was obviously selling your data, but wow, if that's a hell of a way to save your company. Something you don't even think about. Oh, I didn't think Joe's email mattered, but I still kept it in the list.
Yeah, and
it's a good thing you did.
Like, even just brick and mortar businesses too. Like, you definitely collect emails, especially with all the like toast checkout, like those, you see those white checkout iPads
Yep.
that they have now everywhere, like
Yep.
by Toast and Square. Those all collect data too, probably, on what you buy and your email, phone number, your points, frequency of your visits.
Well, I'll actually tell you, because there's one down at Famous, and I'll have to go in there and see if you can kind of search by name or something.
Oh, for sure.
So Mitch wanted to order DoorDash, so we paused it. And then he's like, yeah, I think I want Wendy's because it's quick and cheap. And then he's talking about some biggie bag, and he said for $5 you get, what do you get with this?
For $5, you get to pick a sandwich, cheeseburger, chicken sandwich, whatever you want, 4 nuggets, spicy or regular, and then you get fries and a drink. And if you want, the drink can be a Frosty, too. So, like, how is that not a good deal?
Okay, I'm sorry. You didn't tell me the Frosty thing, because do you dip your fries in the Frosty?
No, you weirdo.
Have you ever done it?
Yes.
Okay, and you're not a fan?
No, they don't mix. Why do you want potato with your ice cream? Especially
it's salty,
fried
savory. It's delicious.
Okay, salted chocolate is really good.
I mean, I don't.
But with the potato in there too.
Yeah. I mean, it's delicious.
Okay, now I'm thinking.
Okay, apparently we gotta try this.
Chocolate covered pretzels, I guess.
Maybe I'll get a biggie bag. I don't know. But I'll also get a regular, freaking normal burger, because what's a cheeseburger? It's about the size of my hand. That's weak sauce. Oh, speaking of which, Burger King, you were telling me.
Oh, yeah. So there was a lawsuit against Burger King. Food ads have made their subjects look bigger, juicier, and crispier than they are in real life. And consumers are getting very fed up about this. And Perkins Coie, a law firm that tracks class action lawsuits, said 214 lawsuits were filed against food and beverage companies in 2022. 101 were filed in the first 6 months of this year. 101 were filed in the first 6 months of this year, and that was a huge increase from 2010 when just 45 were filed. So people are getting very fed up about food looking like garbage when it looks amazing in the commercial, which is not new, I guess. And this is probably just going to keep happening. And maybe they'll get a lawsuit for like a couple million or something like that. And then they're just going to keep serving shitty food.
Yes, because it's cheaper. We're going to make, okay, so you promote a product, it looks amazing, and you make 100 million in sales over the course of the year. You get sued, and you get sued for $10 million. Well, you still made $90 million. You lost 10. Of course, you're going to keep doing it. It's just like the people who manufacture automobiles. If something's defective and cause accidents, they have an actuary come in and say, okay, well, the number of accidents and the number of payouts we'll pay will be less than a class action lawsuit, or less than the cost of doing a replacement part on the vehicles. It's just a number.
Yeah, it only makes sense. It says right here, earlier this summer, A&W and Keurig Dr. Pepper agreed to pay $15 million to settle claims that they have deceived customers with the label "made with aged vanilla" on cans of soda, which actually used synthetic flavoring. Wow. So yeah, they just kind of take the hit and let a couple people win, I guess.
Oh, well, you didn't have a leg to stand on when you say it's made with real vanilla. No, it's synthetic. Well, yeah, that's a pretty easy win.
I think we talked about it a while ago. The lady who sued Velveeta because it takes more than 5 minutes to make. It's not ready in 5 minutes.
I did not. I don't think we did talk about that. The other thing with McDonald's, somebody went on TikTok and they were showing how their dollar menu, or their value menu, it's called now, I believe, there's nothing for $1 anymore. That just kind of sucks, because I remember when I was probably your age, back in my day, everything cost $1.
Yeah, you could go to the store and get something for 25 cents.
I remember when Apple Valley Cinema, did you have Apple Valley Cinema, or were you too young for that? I don't know when they tore that down, but it was in the Apple Valley Mall. They had a little cinema.
I feel like I might have I don't know. I feel like maybe I've seen the sign.
Oh, yeah. But never done it. I remember when they were at $2.50 to see a movie.
Wow.
I mean, that was the cheapest. Every other cinema was normal prices, but they were $2.50 because I think they would show movies maybe a month after they were already out.
Oh,
shit, for $2.50, I'll go see every movie.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah,
I don't know why the hell.
Back in the day, my grandma would always tell me.
Fuck you! Don't do that.
She'd be like, "You go to the movies over here. This is all you did all night. You went to the movies. You got 5 cents to get in."
Yeah, my grandma. Thanks a lot, man.
Nowadays, we have hedge funds shorting movie theaters.
Yeah, but that's okay. You got the kids on Wall Street
bets, keeping them alive.
Yeah. Well, that's the one thing that still makes me happy. Hedge funds don't care if they lose a couple billion. But when people get together, they could do some good.
Yeah.
Go against the short.
Yep. I've heard of so many success stories of people on Wall Street bets who just look around and see a bunch of people talking about one thing and buy it.
Definitely risky, but if you see the volume behind that stock, absolutely get in, get out. Some of those things go parabolic.
Yeah.
And some people just like, oh yeah, I only scalped 100%. It's amazing to me, 100%, where I'd have to, back in the day, I'd scalp for maybe 5%. I'd be thrilled with that. So, yeah, I don't know why. I just kind of froze. I'm really thinking about, you see the whole Dave Portnoy Dragon Pizza situation yesterday?
Yeah, I saw it. Dude, they got into a heated argument.
Who do you think was in the right on that one? Well, I mean,
I would have to watch it again.
I'm with you.
I don't remember exactly how the altercation started.
The guy just...
But I remember the guy, he was mad about him filming at his location, but he kind of took too much of a broad perspective on it and said, hey, I'm mad about you going to all these small businesses and...
That's how it started.
Like destroying them and giving them bad ratings when, first of all, I don't think he's really given a bad rating to any of them. Like maybe he's given like low ratings, but like people still go to the pizza place, and just because he's gone there, that's gonna make so many people go there. They don't care what they rate it. They just care, oh, Dave Portnoy stepped in this place, I'm gonna go visit it now. So he's not destroying businesses at all. I think that guy who owned the pizza shop probably was just like stressed out or something and vented on him.
I don't know. It was completely stupid. Because, no, he wasn't upset that he was filming or anything. That's how it started. He just walks outside the pizza restaurant as Dave's talking about his pizza. And he's like, yeah, you ruined, or I don't like you going to small businesses and especially pizza places and doing one bite and then reviewing them. That's just not fair and stuff. And, dude, keep your mouth shut, because every other pizza place that has had him go there and tweet about it, they say for at least the next month they sell out of dough. I mean, they're so busy that they have to close up early.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic thing. You make more money and you close up early. So if the guy had just stayed there with that, it probably wouldn't have been so bad. But no, the guy had to come back out, and then they start flipping each other off and dropping F-bombs. And
I think then Dave was definitely in the right to do that, because that guy started to flip him off and basically dissed his whole, like, a whole section of his career. And
which was
for no
funny.
reason.
Which was funny.
You could have just said, like, hey man, don't you think like maybe you could have a negative impact on businesses sometimes if you give a bad review and that makes people want to revolt against it for some reason, just because the internet's crazy and you don't know what's going to happen next? Like maybe they could have started a conversation like that, but...
Or you could have come out saying, hey, thanks for coming. Thank you for coming to the and at least giving me some sort of publicity. A thank you would go a long way.
Yeah.
But then, hey, how about you have a second chance section? The people whose places you went to and had a bad review at, why don't you go there, do another one bite thing, and then see if there can be like a redemption score or something? Why do you have to come out so angry? Of course, it is Massachusetts, and we are very fiery out here.
He was definitely pressed though, because
something was wrong.
That's so much pressure.
He looked.
Do you know how many people want Dave Portnoy to go to their business to review it because of his fan base? He must have knew what was already going on and got super stressed out, because that's a lot of pressure to be under for your business. Like, you're getting a review, like, straight out to millions of people. It's not like this is just on Yelp and you kind of got to dig for it. You're put in the spotlight. Maybe he just didn't want to be thrown into the spotlight.
Well, according to the review, yeah, he didn't want to be thrown in the spotlight. It wasn't a bad, it was a 6. But if you've ever seen Dave Portnoy do his pizza review things, they're mostly in the 7s, and
he doesn't give high scores.
No, oh no, I don't think I've ever seen an 8. It'll be in the 7s. He'll be like, it's a 7.4, 7.6, and 7.6 is great if you understand his scoring schedule. But a 6, it's not like he gave it a 1. He gave it a 6. I mean, if you were a normal person who never saw this, you'd be like, oh, okay, well, I'll try a 6. You know, it's not bad, it's not good, it's just mediocre. And there's a lot of mediocre places.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Even when I saw him review the pizza on Block Island, I think he gave it a 7. I looked at the pizza, and I looked at the pizza in the video where he got into the argument. They both look like great pizza, like better than what I see around here.
Right.
So I would try it.
Is there anybody else who's ever turned you on to some sort of, it's a side thing, but has turned you on to some sort of food thing that you've never thought about, like the Frosty and French fry or something like that?
When I heard about watermelon on salt on watermelon, that was kind of funky. At first, I was like, no, man, what are you doing? Then I put, like, can't put too much. You just put a little sprinkle, and it does something to the flavor, where it just changes the flavor of the watermelon.
So good.
Like, there's got to be people out there who think that's insane, but I think it's decent.
That's why I like working in the food thing, one day, because I see a lot of people and they'll do different things, and I'm just like, wow, I never thought of that combination. I'll have to try that. One of my friends got me on this. I was young, and obviously it makes sense now, but she's like, oh, have you ever tried butter and jelly on toast? And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? That's insane talk. I tried it, and now I will never just jelly toast. I will always add butter first and then jelly, and it's phenomenal. I don't know. I like food.
I sometimes, like, I always thought putting anything other than, like, cream cheese or, just cream cheese and maybe making a sandwich out of it on a bagel. I would only eat bagels that way. I tried, like, butter on a bagel once. Pretty good. Butter and cream cheese. Haven't tried it, but I don't know if that would go.
I think that's just too much.
Yeah.
See, the butter is salty and the jelly is the sweet, so you kind of got that beautiful thing. Cream cheese.
Always thought peanut butter and fluff sandwiches were disgusting until I tried them, and then, oh my gosh.
Peanut butter and fluff
that is delicious.
How old were you when you tried one?
I don't know, probably like high school.
Oh my God, man.
High school.
So many years. That's how I was practically raised on
because I've never been a big fan of peanut butter. Like, if I like Reese's, I like peanut butter and jelly, and now peanut butter and fluff. But if you give me, like, ice cream with peanut butter in it or a granola bar with peanut butter in it, no, I can't do it. The peanut butter's too overwhelming.
What the hell was it? Friendly's, they had a peanut butter cup sundae type thing. I only remember when I was younger. I haven't gone there in the past 30 years. That's probably why there's none around here anymore. But I can't remember what the ice cream was, but that was my jam because it had hot fudge on it, but it had the Reese's peanut butter cups in there. I just couldn't remember the flavor. Sorry.
Here's something I just remembered. Have you ever had cookie butter?
What the hell's cookie butter?
It is the consistency of peanut butter, maybe a little thicker, but it tastes like almost gingerbread. Like, it's super sweet, and it kind of tastes like cookies in a way. And it is just the most delicious thing I have ever had in my life. We went through a phase in high school where I think I went over, or no, it was my friend's house, and he had cookie butter, and he showed it to us. And it was like 12 at night, and he takes it out of the cabinet, and he's like, have you ever had this? And I'm thinking, it's peanut butter. I'm like, what? Why? And I'm like, oh, not one of these freaks that eats peanut butter at 12 at night.
I'm one of those freaks.
And then he pulls out the jar, and he gives me a scoop, and my brain just explodes when I try it. I went to the store that week and bought cookie butter.
The heavens opened up. The angels came down singing the chorus.
But it's so sugary. I'm gonna get that. Oh, I'm gonna go buy that now.
Here we go. I got a list of them. So come over here and tell me which one.
Talking about food,
because I'm thinking about this Biscoff one.
Yeah, that's one of them. But also the Trader Joe's one is really good. That one right there, that one is delicious, like so good. And they even added it as a flavor for Pinkberry for one of the months, just around the time that I started to like it. And
no kidding.
My gosh, it was like, it was a frenzy. It was a free for all.
All right, I'm gonna have to. I'm buying. I'm gonna try this and the Biscoff. Hey,
yeah, they're both probably the same thing, but it's amazing.
I might do a food review channel. Why not? I got the whole tool thing, which is fantastic.
You're insane. How is that going?
My review channel?
Yes.
I haven't done the third, fourth, fifth review because I did another one on rust, and I'm having a hard time finding the products on Amazon for the rust. Then I did another one on metal shears. I have 3 different types, electric shears. And 2 of the products they don't make anymore. And the third one that they do have on Amazon is the one product that I say is shit and don't buy. So I kind of got a video, like 2 videos I can't do anything with yet. So I'm kind of waiting for that.
Yeah.
But there was something on Instagram I had sent you, and of course your phone's not working, so I have to show you right now. Where the hell are you? All right, come here. So the video I'm showing him, it's a guy using a drill. It looks like he's actually doing something. He moves it from drill over to T and then moves number up from 1 to 2. And it looks like he's going to show you this amazing trick. And then all of a sudden he just hits 2 nails with the back of the drill. And I thought it was hilarious. I was in tears for 5 minutes. I sent it to everybody I knew. And my mom said, hey, you should do that for your review, your next review. And then I thought about it. What if you just do a review channel on the crazy ways people use tools, for the drill? Yeah, you would do that. You'd put it to T and put it to 2, and then you use it as a hammer, and you're like, yeah, 9 out of 10 works perfectly. Or the only thing I don't like is the weight in the front. But that would be the review channel. It's kind of like a joke review channel.
Yeah.
I actually think that's kind of a genius idea.
Funny. That's a good idea. That's a really good idea.
You might be able to sell tools that way, but
you could.
It's just the whole.
You would definitely have
hilarity factor.
Like, I mean, if it's a drill, it's a drill. Like people, that's kind of tough. Because would they click on your link to buy it if it's more of a comedy thing? Like, would you have to demonstrate the tool as well and then be like, all right,
no,
just start banging
the whole review channel? No, it's just you do it with ways that's not supposed to.
So you would start a new channel.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, so you got 2 channel ideas in the past 10 minutes. What are we going with?
Both. I do a food review channel.
You would too.
Because, I got a whole bunch of food and you can just review it. Honey Nut Cheerios, Even if it's just normal shit.
Now, how could you make that screwed up too? Put it in a blender and then mix it with water and drink it and be like, yeah, it's all right. And just make no reaction.
No, I think the food, I would just genuinely do food. Just genuinely do it.
I think the food thing would blow up more.
Yeah, everybody.
Today we're going to try...
Because it's when you get into the crazy stuff. Yeah, I see your
ramen
eyes.
Noodles. Put it in the blender.
Oh, I was
water.
Thinking, today we're going to try this jar of ghost peppers or something.
Okay, well, those people are insane.
Just have a lot of milk. Just have it on standby.
Yeah.
Oh.
Have you seen the videos of people who only eat spicy stuff and they will eat a ghost pepper and eat a whole bag of Takis and then eat more like Carolina.
I don't know what we're talking.
I can't talk. They'll eat ghost peppers and then Carolina Reaper. They will eat ghost peppers and then Carolina.
This is why we need video, man. Because you doing that. There was a video of a Scottish guy and the purple burglar alarm. No Scottish person could do it. And for 5 minutes, he's like, the purple burglar alarm. And it was hilarious. And that's you with the Carolina Reaper.
Yep.
You want to talk about 50 Cent throwing that mic?
Yeah.
Go for it.
You saw the video of him throwing it, right?
Apparently, that was the second time he did it. The first time, it was just off to the side. This time, he hooked it like Shohei Ohtani, pitches.
Yeah, apparently he had 2 mic failures and was just done after the second one. So he's apparently denying, like, ever intending to injure anyone.
Okay, because intent is a completely different charge.
The first throw was
off to the side, so it didn't hit.
It was not too bad, but I mean, you're hucking a microphone down into a crowd of people.
This was straight ahead.
Overhand.
Yep.
Like, it's obviously going to do some damage.
Okay, so I don't think any charges have been filed against him yet. But that woman did leave with a huge hole in, like, her forehead and, like, blood coming out. She was taken by ambulance. I mean, nothing serious, but it's definitely on the face, and you could consider it disfigurement. And just think about that woman's definitely, it's guaranteed money.
Oh, for sure.
How much? Is it going to be 1 million? Is it going to be 10 million?
It's definitely going to be a couple million. Like, I bet this guy would even just reach out to her after seeing a video of blood leaking out her head. He's going to reach out to her and be like, yo, I got you. He has so much money, he basically can give it away.
Well, he's totally going to be covering those medical costs. That's a given.
For sure.
But it's how much you're going to get for however bad that is.
I'm thinking, I don't know. I don't have any reference. I was, 20, 10.
Usually, I don't think you ever get those numbers because it's always private when there's a settlement, because that's never going to go to trial. You got the video. He is hucking it. Wow, that's a loud cricket.
Oh, yeah. But apparently, the attorney is denying any claims that his client intended to strike anyone with a microphone.
Right. He's just trying to say they didn't intend, because intent is a different charge. This could just be negligence instead of intentional infliction of emotional or oh man, she's gonna get the emotional distress too. Oh my God,
she is.
This woman's totally got dead million.
It's gonna change her figure if it doesn't heal right.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's just gonna be a scar. They're gonna stitch her up. It's gonna look all right. She may just have like a little scar. I'll take a huck to the face from a microphone from 50 Cent for 10 million. No problem. Put a scar down my eye. I don't give a shit.
I'll do it for 1. I'll do it for 100 grand.
No, come on. See, you at least want he want a couple $1 million. You wouldn't have to do it.
I would be happy with 1.
Yeah, I know. It's because you're young.
You could invest that and live off the income.
Not in this inflation rate.
No.
So you need 10 now. 10 is 1. If you're striving to be a millionaire, just know that 10 is really 1. So doesn't count if you hit $1 million.
That's pretty crazy. Hopefully she gets.
Oh, she's fine. She's got the best plastic surgeon ever.
Next episode, we gotta look her up. And
reach out to her. Be like, what did you think when you got hit? All I would have thought was, ka-ching! Man, that's almost like hitting the lottery, You'd call up to work on Monday. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not going to come in anymore because I'm about to get paid.
Yeah, you got people who follow around celebrities and try to get hit by them. Might as well just go stand in front row.
Make sure you got mic troubles and hope you get hit by a microphone. No, those people that push celebrities to do something, no, those people, they're scumbags. This lady was just an innocent bystander at a concert who happened to get hit by a microphone. I'm sure her whole thing is like, I wouldn't want the money. I'd want my face back. Oh, I would play this thing up. But he's going to go visit her in the hospital, sign a whole bunch of stuff.
Start making videos, go viral.
I just say, you better.
50 Cent destroyed my face with this microphone. Do you think she gets to keep the microphone?
I hope she.
That microphone's going to go for a pretty penny.
Yeah, I'd have to think. I don't think in the moment you get hit in the head, you're going to remember to get the microphone and keep it, but
I mean,
shit, you're right. That's at least 100 grand. Take it. 50 Cent threw this at my head. Wow. Other great ways to make money. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a horrible way to make money, but
you were talking last week about your shorts and how you couldn't figure out where to do them yet because you were trying YouTube and we were getting like banned.
I remember that we got good engagement on Facebook for our Facebook page for the podcast. So I was like, okay, I'm going to start posting some of my shorts to Facebook. And then I made a couple of shorts, posted them up, and I think my first one got like 2K. And then I was like, okay, so I'm hoping that this isn't Facebook just trying to hook me and get me to keep posting content or keep going on their app.
It is.
So I posted a couple more, and then I would get like 1K or 2K like every so often.
Right.
And now I've been getting more engagement. Now I'm getting like comments and likes more often. So that's really good. I started with a brand new account.
Right.
And I got to like 20, and I was getting good engagement. I was getting like in the hundreds of views if I was not getting in the thousands.
Right.
And I was working my way up in the levels to get page monetization. I look at my account, and then it says I have a recommendation ban promoting conspiracy theories, theories about the vaccine, and a whole bunch of other stuff lumped in with it.
Even though there was nothing
promoted. And
right.
The worst thing I had done is mention OnlyFans, and that's because I'm using a bot that scrapes a Reddit thread to find content that is getting the most upvotes on the platform, and then makes a video out of it. I'm not even like making this content myself.
No, they do that all the time. They've done that to me several times.
It's ridiculous. I don't know why they're doing that. And
you just got to appeal.
I was still getting decent engagement, and then all of a sudden, a while after I see that, I log back onto my account, and it says, "Oh, you've been locked out." I tried to get back into my account a million different ways, and so I made a new account under mine. I just made a new page under my real name, and started posting videos again, and I get good engagement on them. So I'm trying to think of other ways that I could post short videos, because this isn't going to work for a while. I'm going to have to start recycling like people's comments, because it seems like if I post a question about like, what's the worst cheating story you've ever heard, people in the comments on Facebook will also comment one, because they think it's me making it.
Right.
But I clearly say that it's a Reddit story. So, but yeah, it's definitely a good strategy, but I don't know how I'm going to monetize that either.
It's when you have the followers.
Yes.
Then you'll just get, people will just
like
start reaching out
little
to you.
page ads.
Yeah.
But
or you do a whole...
Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to get like ads that don't look like ads in my content, you know?
Well, you'd have to tell them, look, I would do a whole... I'd probably do a Reddit post on a good story.
And include a brand
from them.
in it.
Yeah, if it was a story about the brand, like... I just remember there was this guy who wrote to Kmart before they were going out of business, and he had said, you know, I want to thank you guys for taking a chance on a young single mother who was his mother, who would let the mother bring in her 6-year-old son after school, and he would just kind of like sit in the cafe or go play on the floor or whatnot, and they allowed that, and it really helped the mother get through and raise her son and provide for her family, and it was just kind of a really nice story. So you would just find something that maybe highlights that, and it's good PR, depending on the amount of views you get on the video. So if it's like 10,000, you'd charge, I don't know, $10 per 1,000, so it'd be $100 for the story. Wow. That's probably what I would do. Sorry.
That makes total sense. Yeah. Just kind of implement it into the story.
Mm-hmm.
And even if I have to, I'll just go to Reddit and comment.
Yeah,
story myself.
There you go. That's actually a good idea. I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
Have ChatGPT write something, you put it in Reddit. That's a good idea. Pick it up. Well, good for you.
But
yeah, no, I'm glad. I think you should just focus on Instagram and Facebook.
Yes. Because I feel like focusing on too many at once is just not going to work. Because I'll get stressed out about the one that's not working. So just doing it on Facebook, just for like a little while, I've been learning a little bit more. I will post certain videos and they'll get like no engagement. And then I'll be like, okay, well, that happened because this topic was crap and people didn't like it. So I go and find a better topic. And once I find a topic that works, I just kind of get things that are really similar, and they always work. So
I'm excited to see where it goes. I think you're going to do better for monetization on Instagram than Facebook. I could be completely wrong, though. But I think you'll also get a faster follower count on Instagram than Facebook.
Okay.
But it didn't seem to happen that way for us, for Coffee Milk Pod. I think we got to, what, maybe 1,000 followers on Facebook? I don't know.
458 on our page.
Damn! On Instagram, we got to be at 118, I believe.
So Facebook is definitely like, I don't know. I feel like every time I use Facebook for anything, just it works. And I mean, they could be bots, but they're probably not bots. It's the like, and they're the longest. Like,
No, you get
knows it, you know.
I've seen
do
more
get bots,
bots
for sure.
on Instagram though, definitely.
Yeah, but
Yeah, no, I'm excited to see how this goes, but I just hope you stick with it because you found kind of an easier system. You say there's some tweaks you'd like to have with the program, but I say it's just 5 minutes in Adobe Premiere
exactly.
or CapCut.
Yeah, and I have been doing. I always put it through CapCut and add captions.
But I want to see how far you can take this. I would, even if you just sell the damn account,
Oh,
you can sell Instagram accounts. I think you do that with.
oh wow. I could sell the page.
Yeah,
Interesting.
you can sell YouTube channels, although that I wouldn't necessarily do because I know YouTube is really against it.
Yeah.
Everything else is more gray, but I think if YouTube finds out, you would hate to spend thousands of dollars on a monetized YouTube channel only for it to be deactivated. Sorry, we got to check on the food order right now. Might have to pause it because I think he's on our road. He's on our road. Pausing. All right. I kind of feel horrible that we've just had Wendy's. I haven't had Wendy's in at least a decade, and it's really sitting like a brick with me.
That's why you get the chicken sandwich.
I should have gotten the chicken, but I haven't had their double thing in a long time, and I'd have to say I still stand by Burger King has the better burger. Even though they're going through that lawsuit and everything, I still love their double Whopper with cheese because
Burger King is dirt.
No. Five Guys isn't in the top three.
I went to Burger King. One night, I went to Burger King. I wanted a chicken sandwich. Dude, this thing was on like one of them long-ass buns. And it was one of the long-ass chicken patties. It was just like a chicken patty in a bun with mayo on it. And I was like disgusted. And it tasted overly peppery. It was horrible.
Okay, I'm sorry. Now, you're talking about the original chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Like, that's what, when you got a chicken sandwich from Burger King, when I was your age, that was the chicken sandwich. Like, I've never seen so many chicken options than I do today. You want it fried, baked, pan-fried, grilled. There's way too much.
I messed up big time. I should have got like the deluxe chicken sandwich.
Yeah. But it's not.
It still would have been disgusting.
Nah.
Patty is so spicy.
Stop being you're just a bitch. American spicy isn't spicy.
And Burger King is just disgusting. And the fact that you say it's better than Five Guys.
Their Whopper, their burger is better than any other burger. I've had In-N-Out, Five Guys. Five Guys is in top three. It goes Burger King, maybe Wendy's is up there, just because I haven't had it. And Stanley is in Central Falls. Those are the top three. Anything else is a joke. Yeah, I stand by that. Okay, but no, what I really wanted to talk about was my cousin. He's going to Las Vegas with his girlfriend, I think next month. But he said he wanted to bring his golf clubs with him. And what he actually found was Club Lender. And I guess it's this big warehouse with all different type of clubs. So if you ever really want to practice with really expensive high-end clubs, you could just use this place. They will fly your clubs anywhere. They'll be at the clubhouse at a certain point. They'll do a UPS, whatever. But they take care of everything. I think it's $190, but it's a rental set. It's just easier than bringing your golf clubs on and getting lost, or UPSing yourself and getting lost.
That is really smart because a lot of high-profile people play golf a lot, and that's probably the worst thing about golf.
Yeah, but I assume that those pro golfers have way more than one set. Because he was talking about, my cousin was talking about getting a second set, and he would use that for travel.
I wonder if you can ship them in and then have them deliver them to you wherever you go. Because I could imagine a really rich guy just being like, oh, I don't want to put these in my car. And
That's exactly it.
Probably leave them at the course. Probably just buy them everywhere you go at that point.
Well, when you're that rich, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, the company takes care of everything, it seems. It's $190, I think, for the weekend or maybe the week.
Oh, you can pick your clubs too, so you get to
If you want the new TaylorMade set,
clubs.
yeah, it's a great way to try out new things. That's awesome. Well worth it then. Well worth
That'd
it.
be sick.
Because I still want to say, just shipping. If you were to ship your clubs alone, it has to be $150 in and of itself.
Yeah.
UPS definitely. And then if you put it on a plane, that's got to be a carry-on. That can't be a carry-on. It's And then you never know. Oh, thought that was really cool. Club lending.
Yeah.
Wait, do they have
Too bad.
Oh, it'd be awesome if they had a affiliate thing, and they'd be like, "Oh, you want to check it out? Use the affiliate link." No, they don't.
They don't have a referral program.
No.
Gosh dang it.
Damn, that would have been awesome. But yeah, I don't know. That's kind of all I got today. I'm gonna go to the bathroom or take some Tums. It's kind of just sitting like a rock for me right now.
You're telling me Burger King doesn't make you feel that way?
I think it was just because I ate this really fast. I just want to get back, and
Yeah, you were like scoffing it down.
I do that. I don't enjoy my food. I just go through my food. My father
dad
enjoys
does
it.
the same thing.
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah.
my mom is always like, Mike, you're choking on your food. Slow down.
His might be just a military thing.
Yeah.
Now,
He's always stressed out. Anyways.
that's all we got for this week's edition of Coffee Milk. I'm Mark Laporte.
And I'm Mitch DiPaolo.
Say Carolina Reaper.
Callow right. Fuck you. Callow right. Callow. Callow right. Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper.
Carolina Reaper. Fuck yeah. There we go.
See you next week.